Good thing he's not a judge in a court of law, 'cause with a gavel like that, none would survive.
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Hot Toys Avengers Age of Ultron Thor. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. If you just stand off to the side for 1 minute there, buddy. So right here, you have a nice picture of Thor with the big Avengers Avengers Age of Ultron. Right there, on this side of the box, you just have the symbol of Thor's hammer. On the other side, Thor. On the top, Thor. On the bottom, Avengers Age of Ultron. On the back, you have your warning. Don't eat anything in here, because that can be really, really, really bad for you. And just remove the slipcover right here. That's where the figure sits. There you have that hammer symbol again. Thor again. On the back of the box, you have the credits of the people responsible for the production of this figure. And that's basically it for the packaging. Let me set it down gently so people don't overreact because I threw a Hot Toys box. Oh no, you threw a Hot Toys box. I don't know why they sound like ghosts, but you know, hey. Anyway, here we have Thor right here, and it's a very cool figure. I do quite like this. So let's get right down to it and look at the details. Let's take a look at the head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt. Good likeness to Chris Hemsworth. And pretty cool, very well done. Again, I don't know if I can get the light in there, but again, I love the work they do with the eyes. The eyes just really they look very. He looks very alive. It's almost creepy how realistic the eyes look. They always do a great job. Let me see if I can get closer in there. There you go. There you go. See those baby blues? Oh, just get lost. Get lost in my eyes. Anyway. But yeah, very nice head sculpt. Even though there's all scruffy beard. Very cool. And the hair, very nicely done. Nicely molded, nicely painted too. Just lots of, you know, shading and highlights. Really cool. Got his ponytail going on back there. His hair is made of a soft plastic, so there is some bend to it. Right here in these bits, right there on the soft plastic. These little strands hanging on the sides are a soft plastic, but, you know, I still would be careful with them because, you know, I wouldn't want to risk, you know, potentially, you know, snapping them, because these bits are a bit stiffer plastic, especially at the top, so I would be careful with these strands just so you don't risk snapping anything. So you have the two strands here, you have two strands right here, and then we come down to the suit itself. The suit is very nicely done. Move this here over a little bit here. I love how they did the metal look on this. It looks, it does have kind of a weathered effect to it, which looks really, really good. It has some nice etching in there. Some nice molded detail. And the suit itself is very nicely done. You get that more muted blue and then the brighter blue that kind of pops from underneath, which is really nicely done. Very, very cool. These little straps here, they're just hanging down. They are soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about these. With the silver tips, even the little buttons on them or rivets are picked out in gold, it looks like. He does have a little loin flap here, a little loin cloth underneath it. So, coming down to his pants, he does have, you know, faux leather pants. But very nicely done. I like the different textures that they used here in the pants. Very cool. Even down to the knee, you can see it, the different texturing. And the boots are very nicely done. Again, you do have that nice silver paint here and the little rivets, or whatever they are, snaps, buttons, I don't know. Whatever they are picked out in gold, which is nice. Come all the way down here. And the boots, as you can see right here, are made of two separate pieces. So it does move independently, which is nice because it definitely helps articulation. But yeah, the boots, very nicely detailed. Very cool. Again, the bottoms are even fully detailed as well. And moving along his backside here, you can see the back of the boots. Again, has that nice texture to it. On the straps right here. And he does have a leather butt flap right here with the cloth blue underneath. And again, even the back of the suit, Very, very cool. The cape is nice, very flowy. It's nice, smooth, kind of silky material. This is beautiful! What is that, velvet? I'm sorry. But anyway, very nice cape. Even the cape does have kind of a, they kind of made it look dirty. You can see some little, like, dark smudges across the bottom here. So they even made the cape look weathered, which is pretty cool. Take a look at his gauntlets here. The gauntlets are also very nicely done. You got the red right here, and you got the silver. Very nice. His arms, he's got the veins popping out because he's that ripped. Got those veins popping out. He's been doing his reps, man. He's been doing his reps. So, yeah. Very, very cool figure. Very cool. Get him standing here. I'm going to raise the camera just a little bit here. There we go. So, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. It can move side to side. You do get a little bit of wiggly-waggly movement. Yet, a little bit of upward movement, again, just due to the hair back here. He's not going to look up that far. That's pretty much it. He can look down a good ways. Of course, the head can rotate, and the hair, being that soft plastic, well, move out of the way to facilitate. The arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. And they also have this joint right here that can kind of shift the shoulder up and down. Right there. He does have an elbow bend. It can only bend his elbow about that much. That's all you're going to get. There is a swivel in the bicep. It can move inward only that much. And it can move outward, but again, not a lot, just that much. And the instructions actually tell you to not even to swivel the arm out at all. But it is possible. But again, this is kind of this is that rubber, skin. So obviously they don't want you moving this too much because you could risk splitting that. So exercise some caution when you're posing him. He does have a waist swivel right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. There is a waist swivel. It does have a bit of an ab crunch, but the suit kind of hinders that because this is kind of a stiffer plastic, but you can kind of get him crunching a little bit and kind of get him arched back a little bit. Legs can go forward, not too much. That's pretty much all the forward movements you're going to get out of his legs. It's pretty much all the backward movement you're going to get out of his legs. Outward, that's about it. There is a thigh swivel. Knee joint is actually very nice. Pretty good, full range of movement there at the knee. So it's very nice that the pants don't impede that. And the feet, due to the fact that the boots are two separate pieces, you do have full use of the ankle joint. So it can move up very far. It can move down. You can make full use of that ankle tilt. So that's very nice. Get that slid back down there. Yeah, there you go. And of course, they're the usual Hot Toys hands. They can swivel. They have that joint right there, so it can move inward, depending on how you position that. So, there you go. Get him standing. The one thing about his ankles, though, is his ankles are a little bit on the loose side. Stay. You stay. You're a god. Gods do not fall. But anyway, let's get down to his accessories. Of course, the standard accessory is the base right here with the Avengers logo all lit up with electricity and lightning and thunder. Yeah. And you have the Avengers Age of Ultron nameplate right there. Of course, this is just the little protective plastic right there. I keep the plastic on it because I don't actually use these bases, so this just goes right back in the box, so I just leave the little protective plastic on it. But you have that, you have the little armature that just plugs in right there with the adjustable cradle right there. So there you have that. He does come with alternate hands. Now, of course, he does come with the closed fists already plugged on. He does come with some splayed open hands right there, which again, very nicely done, nicely painted, nicely detailed, all the way down to little freckles and whatnot. That's just creepy. There you have that, the two splayed open hands. You get two relaxed hands right here, just in a relaxed pose. And again, same amount of paintwork and detail. And you get two hammer holding hands right here, left and right. So there you have that. Of course, you get some extra wrist pegs in case you happen to break them, and that's always appreciated. And of course, what is Thor without his trusty hammer? So here is the mule. It's his hammer. It's his hammer. Sorry for that brief pause right there. My phone was ringing. I had to answer it. But anyway, yeah, here is Thor's hammer, the Mjolnir. I still don't know how to say that properly. This is his hammer. The hammer of Thor. You can see very nicely done. Nice silver paint. Very nice molded detail in here like that. It's very nice, very crisp, also very clean. Has that nice black wash in there, so it all just pops really, really beautifully. Very cool. Up top you have all that etching right there. Very cool. And even down to the handle itself is very nicely done with the silver paint going down, and even the end is very nicely detailed. It's really, really well done. And it has the little leather strap at the end as well. So very, very cool. Now this is basically the gimmick hammer, because as you can see, actually there's a little battery compartment in here. So what you do is you take the handle and you turn it to the left and it will light up. And that's really cool. And it's a really neat effect. There's really bright LEDs in there that just light the hammer up. And this is really, really cool. You can see it actually shines right through the top right there. And yeah, it's a very cool effect how that works, because it doesn't seem like the hammer should light up that way, because it just, but you know, it's very cool the way they did that. So there you have that, and then you just turn it off and just twist it back the other way. So yeah, I really dig this hammer, really, really cool. But not only that, you also get another hammer, which is die cast. You can see still same amount of detail in there with that black wash, all the etching right there, and of course all the detail going down the hammer handle itself. I mean, same amount of detail. Very, very cool, except this one is made of die cast. It actually does have some weight to it. You could probably really hurt somebody if you knock them in the head with it. But yeah, so you have the option of having, you know, the light up plastic hammer or having a straight up die cast hammer. So that's cool that they give you display options here. So that's cool. I dig that. And along with that, you do get this little effect part right here, which is just some kind of lightning effects. And you can take this, you can plug this onto the hammer pretty much any way you want. You can plug it onto the front like that. You can plug it in like this if you want. You can plug it onto the back too if you want. You know, like you're swinging it down with the power of the thunder. So you can plug it in that way. But me personally, I like to plug it in this way. That way when you turn the light on, I don't know how else will come off because my lights are kind of bright, but you know, when you have it plugged on like this, it will actually kind of light up the effect part there. You can see the light actually kind of going through it and lighting it up. So I dig that. That's really cool how that works. So it's cool that you have display options with him as far as how he wields the hammer. Now the hands are kind of easy to swap out. They are kind of they do have this one annoying thing. It's pretty much the same thing with Captain America's hands, where you try to pull the hand out, but unfortunately you pull out the whole peg with it. And these pegs are in here really, really tight. They're kind of hard to get out, so if you give me a second. There you go. I got it out. Yeah, it does that annoying thing that Captain America's hands do, where it kind of pulls the peg out with it, and then the peg itself is actually pretty hard. It's in there quite securely. But anyway, we'll plug on one of the hammer holding hands right there. Plug that on. I think that's in there. There we go. There we go. That's in all the way. Plug that in. This is a separate piece, so this can slide off. Then just plug his hand back on. And now we will give him... which one should we give him? Well, we'll give him this one for now. Give him the plastic one. The plastic meow 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 meow. I didn't say turn it on, but there you go. Actually, no, we'll turn it on. So there you go. There you have Thor wielding his hammer. So very, very cool. So there you have that. And let's just bring in the team here. Get a nice group shot. Get in Cap. Bring in the big man. Here, just stand in the back. Get Hulk in there. Let's bring in Hawkeye. Right there. Get Iron Man. Right there. Hey, look up. Stand at attention. And Miss Romanov right there. Let's get us a nice shot. Yeah! That's awesome. Oh, that makes me happy. Very, very cool. Very cool. Yes, yes, yes. So there you go. Get these guys out of here. Come on, Hawkeye. Romanov. Cap! And the big man. This guy's heavy. There you go. And just for fun, as always, here is Thor with me. There you go. He's a little bit taller than me. How dare you? How dare you be taller than me? How dare you? How dare you? But anyway, there you go. There you have your Hot Toys Thor. Very cool figure. And I feel like I've been saying the same thing with all of these Hot Toys Avengers figures that I've been reviewing, but I do really like this version of his suit. This is definitely my favorite version of his suit. And that's a good thing. It's good that with every movie they improve the suit. I think Captain America is the exception to that because I think his Winter Soldier suit was kind of a step back. But so far, all of the Age of Ultron suits I really love. I think they're the best versions of the suits. And, definitely no different with Thor. Very nicely done. Very cool figure. I dig it. And, yeah. Looking forward to getting more of these guys. I got Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver pre-ordered. I got Vision pre-ordered. So, yeah, I'll be getting those guys in. Also, so, yeah. And, again, no Hulkbuster. I'm not getting the Hulkbuster. I know people keep asking me if I'm going to get the Hulkbuster. No, that thing is way too expensive, and I have nowhere to put that thing because that thing is enormous. It's huge. I have nowhere to put it, and it is, like, stupid expensive. So, yeah, no Hulkbuster. Sorry, it ain't going to happen. It's really not going to happen. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. I am not going to buy the Hulkbuster. And if I do end up buying the Hulkbuster, it's because I just had some temporary lapse in sanity. Which, granted, is common, but in this case, I don't think it's going to happen. But anyway, still, very cool figure, nonetheless. So that is your Thor, your God of Thunder, right there. So, very, very cool. So if you would like a Thor or any other Hot Toys figures, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my Hot Toys playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Hot Toys Avengers Age of Ultron Thor, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Captain, I believe I've fended off the last of the enemy army. Good, good. Doth mother know that you are wearing her drapes? He's just going to keep making that same joke, isn't he? Yeah, seems that way. Anyway, I'll go attend to the people. Very well. Ah! I told you we're even!